In this year of Old Western culture, we'll study the transition from classical culture to medieval culture, the rise of monasticism, and the dramatic spread of Christianity throughout the further reaches of the former Roman Empire, bringing the transforming power of the gospel to unreached barbarian Celts and Vikings. We'll read the first epic in Old English, Beowulf, and see in it the rise of Christianity in the midst of pagan culture. We'll study the Carolingian Renaissance, the misunderstood Crusades, the early medieval theologians who shaped the best of scholasticism, and the epics from Dante all the way to Spencer, with the tide-turning earthquake of the Reformation in the middle. The Middle Ages and the Renaissance gave birth to many of the best thinkers, writers, and artists the world has ever known. It's time we were better acquainted with them. History isn't a meaningless sequence of events. History is ultimately story, his story, and as such is fraught with meaning. But that doesn't mean it's easy. Like in good music, the complexity of history and literature is both beautiful and challenging all at once, if we have ears to hear. I want my students to gain 3 things from my class. First off, I want students to grow deeper in their love of learning. I want them to finish this year's reading not thinking, whew, checked that box off, but already thinking of what new topics or ideas these readings and lectures have made them want to discover further. Secondly, I do want them to have a grasp of a historical framework. Even if a student doesn't remember every date of every battle of the 100 Years' War or every circle of hell in Dante, I want them to have an awareness of historical context and to view the Middle Ages and Renaissance not as some arcane period we have to cover to get to the modern era, but as fruitful times of growth in the development of arts and literature, the Church and Europe, politics and education. Lastly, I want students to understand the men, events, and ideas that as far back as 1,500 years ago shaped who we are today. I look forward to having you join my class.